to the time or the era after the demise of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We understood that there was no official writing for the hadith. However, there was a place for the muhaddithin. So there's the hadith, the narrations, and then you have al-muhaddithin, the narrators. Who are the main narrators in Islam after the demise of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam? If we look at the number of the hadith, like we see how many who narrated the most, we find that the first one that narrated the most narrations in Islam was Abu Huraira. He is the first. Sheikh Mahmoud Abu Riya, one of the Sunni scholars that will stop and speak about him soon, he said that there was more than 5,000 narrations narrated by Abu Huraira. Sheikh Hassan Farhan al-Maliki, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect him in Saudi Arabia today, he says that this is the number that he gives, 3,343 narrations. So let's say over 3,000 narrations narrated by Abu Huraira. The second narrator in Islam that came with the most narrations was the wife of the Prophet and the daughter of the first Khalifa, Aisha bint Abi Bakr, who narrated 2,801 narrations. The third narrator that came up with the most narrations in Islam was the son of the second Khalifa, Abdullah bin Umar bin al-Khattab, who came up with 1,976 narrations. And then comes Ibn Abbas and the rest. But these are the three main narrators in Islam after the demise of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Now, I will quote what Sheikh Hassan Farhan al-Maliki says in one of the lectures speaking about hadith that can be found on YouTube. And Sheikh Hassan Farhan al-Maliki is a Sunni scholar, by the way. It is true that he is not accepted by the mainstream, same as maybe we are not accepted by the Shia mainstream, but nevertheless he is still a Sunni scholar and he has the right to present a Sunni opinion based on his understanding of history. So when I quote him, I'm quoting the understanding of a Sunni scholar or a Sunni thinker based on a Sunni mentality looking at this topic. So it has nothing to do with following a certain school of thought. Sheikh Hassan Farhan al-Maliki, when he comes and look at these narrators, he says that I don't want to claim that there was a political plan to appoint certain narrators in Islam to serve the government. But nevertheless, there was a connection between the narrators and the government. Keep Abu Huraira to the side. But then when we look at the wife of the Prophet, she is, at the end of the day, the daughter of the first Khalifa. When we look at Ibn Umar, he is the son of the second Khalifa. So regardless whether there was a plan or not, we don't want to claim that there was a plan, political plan, but at the end of the day, there is a political connection. And which means that usually, such narrators would never speak anything that goes against the interest of the government. And they would not speak to promote or defend any opposition party that exists in history or existed in history back then. This is not an accusation. This is just our reading of history, right?